Hello everyone, welcome back to the March W13 channel. Today we're diving into the exquisite world of Ambrogio by Acquarello. This restaurant is a unique collaboration between Ambrogio 15 and Michelin-starred Ristorante Acquarello, led by Chef Silvio Salmoiraghi. Let's see what culinary delights they have in store for us. To start, we tried the Marc et Brau Espresso Club 2018. This estate champagne has a fresh citrusy aroma, reminiscent of Veuve Clicquot, but with a drier edge. It's subtly addictive with hints of dried fruit, making it a delightful pairing for the amuse-bouche. And then we have the amuse-bouche, the capesante, which features 3 layers, a green salad, soft scrambled egg, and a fresh kimchi-like layer at the bottom. The top layer is incredibly creamy, almost airy and delicately spiced. The fresh acidity of champagne cuts through the richness of the egg, while the bottom layer adds a fresh zing. The chef recommends savoring each layer individually to appreciate the full range of flavors. This dish really showcases the fine dining credentials of Ambrogio. Moving on to the Oro e Zafferano, a dish that perfectly blends Brazilian, Italian, and Japanese influences. The Hokkaido scallops practically melt in your mouth, beautifully enveloped by a velvety sauce. The saffron risotto is subtly tart, and the oil really ties the dish together with a slight citrus note. The wine pairing is excellent, complementing the dish's flavors without overwhelming them. It's a fusion experience that works surprisingly well. And as for the Cuore di Marchesa, a Sicilian wine grown on Mount Etna, it has a minerally nose with hints of tart lime, somewhat like a Vouvray but with an Italian twist. While not overly aromatic, it does have an interesting character with a touch of oak. Next, we have the Sepiu from Sardinia, a full-bodied wine with floral notes and a bit of carbonation. It's somewhat like a blend of champagne and orange soda, reminding me of Orangina with its thick, viscous texture and orange peel character. Moving on to the Merluzzo e Polenta, featuring Alaskan cod with a crunchy polenta and a cheesy bechamel. The polenta is toasty and buttery, and the pesto adds a unique touch beyond the usual basil and pine nuts. The bechamel, with its slight tang, elevates the dish, though the wine pairing didn't quite hit the mark. Still, the combination of all components is whimsical and enjoyable in the end. Now let's talk about the omelette surprise. Served with sourdough bread, this omelet is hot, fresh, and comes with well-salted butter. It's a rich, layered creation with flavors reminiscent of foie gras and bechamel, and surprisingly works well despite its richness. The secret to its unique flavors is revealed later. It's actually whipped egg and cheese, a surprising and delightful dish. The Prezioso by Alberto Ravazzi is a super Tuscan that was considered one of the top wines of the year in Italy. It's a 50% Merlot blend with a leathery nose and a magical bouquet. It's well balanced, concentrated and peppery, showcasing just why Italian wines are so special.
This should also be enjoyed all at once.
For a mid-meal palate cleanser, we have Cioccolato, Pompelmo e Rabarbaro, which combines chocolate, grapefruit, and rhubarb. The flavor profile is intriguing, almost pickle-like, with hints of orange and yogurt. Paired with sweet vermouth, it cleanses the palate effectively. So though the Barolo wine wasn't particularly exciting, this intermezzo was interesting. Next, the Agnello in crosta di pistacchio features succulent lamb crusted with pistachio and paired with eggplant. The lamb is mustardy and tender, and while the eggplant didn't quite mimic potatoes, the lamb itself is as rich and juicy as you'd hope. Finally, we have the ramen all'italiana, an inventive dish with filet mignon, rigatoni stuffed with yogurt, and calamari. The broth is quite salty, and the rigatoni filling is overpowering, making this a bit of an outlier in the menu. It's an ambitious dish, but it didn't quite hit the mark for me. On a sweeter note, the ricotto di Soave is reminiscent of a sauterne with overripe grapes from the Veneto. It's a nice way to end the meal with a touch of sweetness. Lastly, we enjoyed the degustazione di dolci, an assortment of pastries. The lemon cannoli was decent, but the panna cotta was a standout, though the caviar on top felt a bit unnecessary. The tart was fantastic, especially when paired with a sugar twill and coffee. So that wraps up our culinary journey at Ambrogio di Acquerello. From the unique amuse-bouche to the rich desserts, there's a lot to love and appreciate here. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more food adventures. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Marsh W13 out.